Ethan coming to you in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, my H3 warriors. We're no longer a nation or
Fooper
troopers. We are warriors on a war against the world. We're here to be funny in the name of war. H3 warriors. Thank you to Mint Mobile, ExpressVPN, and MeUndies, and Capterra for becoming H3 warriors like you. They're like, we're not warriors. We're just we're brands that are here to be safe. Guys, before we begin the show, h3h3shop.com. We're switching fulfillment services, and we need to sell everything that's on there. Otherwise, we basically need to throw it out. It's all 70% off.
Everything must go.
Literally, the prices are ridiculous.
Cheaper than we paid for it.
You cannot find shit for this cheap. $7 from $27 to $8. $7. I'm telling you, the mug $5. It's ridiculous. Just please go buy everything. There's not that much, but please just buy everything. It's so cheap. Just help us, please, because we'll basically, or don't, we'll throw it out because we're basically not making money from selling it to you anyway. So do it that of what you will. Thank you, guys. Guys, now that we have gotten past all of that, I bring you a terrific way to start your Friday.
Yeah.
News anchors trying to relate to young people. I am always endlessly fascinated by news anchors.
Yep.
They
got swag.
It's just it's an interesting job to begin with because you literally are just reading a teleprompter. Like there's no personality. There's no. You're just like a human vessel for conveying words on the screen.
It actually looks like a really toxic environment to me. Usually, whenever I watch this guy's like,
it's very phony. Like when the music rolls and they're like, "Good night, everybody."
Yeah,
you know. But that's why Anchorman was such a fantastic film because it is like that. Like when it goes to mute, they're like, Susan, you're such a bitch or whatever.
Okay.
But here you go. What do you guys think of this?
Good morning, TPS students. It is testing week, and it's time to slay all day.
Yeet! Stay woke, beyond fleek, get that Gucci breakfast.
Goals. Say bye, Felicia, to that testing stress. Weather's going to be turned, right, Chris?
Yes! Toledo weather going to be lit during testing week.
Reminds me of Tornado 69.
Chance of success. You've got this, kids. Steve, how about that traffic? Are we looking
better than we're talking turn. FOMO won't be an issue. No traffic problems around any TPS schools to keep you from taking those tests.
So get a good night's sleep, do your best. In fact, be extra, extra.
We here at WTOL are proud of you.
Good luck on your test, TPS students.
All right.
God.
What do you think about that? Are all the students getting motivated from that or what?
They're all gonna fail. It was a
They're
curse.
like, I am not going to school today.
This was a curse.
That's basically like the Columbine kid being like, don't go to school today. A little dark, but it's kind of the same omen, isn't it? The weather is today.
Like the first time he says yeet.
Yeah, these guys are real. These guys rule.
Can you play it?
Yeah, of course.
TPS students, it is testing week, and it's time to slay all day.
Yeet! Stay woke.
Yeet! Do kids really talk like this though? Because
No.
Are you sure?
Well, I guess I don't know.
Because I watched Logan Paul and he talks like this, but I'm like, oh, he's like a weirdo. But I think that the kids are actually talking like this.
Yeah, I mean, Logan Paul's a hero, dude. Everybody needs a hero.
Everybody needs a hero. Was that what you're referencing? That's pretty slick. Very culturally literate, Dan. Nice observation.
Very turned.
So I just want to get everyone super excited, turned up, and litty. They forgot to say litty.
I heard a litty in there.
They said lit. Did they also say litty?
Big difference.
So, guys, I just wanted to say, I hope that your Friday is and you're having a litty. I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what else there is.
You're so basic, Ethan.
Extra, extra.
Yeah.
Somebody said that to me recently. I was like, sorry? extra what? I'm out.
All about it.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm officially out of how to touch here. Not these guys though. Yeet. Because I always like, oh, Logan Paul is like a total psycho, and he's just trying to be like
Relatable.
yeah. But our kids are actually walking around saying yeet. That disturbs me.
I never thought about that. I thought they were.
Let me ask the guys in back: are any of you guys friends with younger generation?
I do not. I'm not personally friends with anyone who unironically uses yeet.
All right. What about the other guys back there? Anyone?
That is my generation, but I refuse to talk like that.
No, that's not your generation.
It's
I think
not.
they're younger than you.
More
Well,
like
dude,
Yeah, you old
Millennials?
man.
more like
Millennials?
14.
Yeah, like 14.
Oh, yeah.
But okay, so Zach, do your contemporaries talk like this?
Shit, no.
So then it's not your generation.
No. But what would define my generation?
People around your age.
Yeah, people around your age.
Yeah, no, they don't talk like that.
You're just a loser, dude.
Jesus Christ. Okay, let's get. But anyway, dude, you need to not litty, bro. You need to get more lit. I don't know. Let's get off this.
Spoke beyond fleek and get
Beyond
that
fleek.
Gucci breakfast.
Gucci
Goals.
breakfast. How can your breakfast be Gucci? By the way, that Gucci breakfast.
Super overpriced.
Breakfast.
Goals. Say bye, Felicia, to that testing stress. Weather's
Wonder
going to
who
be
wrote
turned, right, Chris?
Yes, Toledo weather.
Yes. Oh God.
You needed the fucking hazmat suits for that one, dude. Could have warned us.
Yes.
Yes, Toledo weather.
We got to grab some of these sound bites, I feel like, for future use. All right. Well, I hope you guys all got perked up and ready to slay today. On to some other really funny stuff. The Pope, you guys may have heard, does not like his ring being kissed. And there was a recent video being circulated of a lot of people saying hello to the Pope. You know, he's the Pope. He's like, he's the guy. So people want to kiss his ring. I've personally never liked anyone that much. But I'm open to it. I mean, if you're willing to kiss someone's ring, what else are you willing to do for them? You know?
It's the Pope's ring. It's not just a ring.
Right. Well, but my point remains, like, what would you do for someone whose ring you're willing to kiss? Pretty much anything. That's frightening. But be that as it may, they're kissing the guy's ring. And apparently we were trying to figure out why he was doing this. He was pulling away his hand from them, like very violently. Like he was like not down.
Let's show it.
So apparently a little backstory here on this Pope incident. 14 people shook Pope Francis' hand without bowing down to kiss his ring. Then 41 people, you got all the stats on this. 41 people bowed down and kissed the ring. But then, all of a sudden, they started bowing down and kissing the ring, and the Pope was not down. After 10 minutes, the Pope's behavior changed. He started pulling away violently. The Vatican said afterwards that the Pope was concerned about hygiene. That's kind of an interesting point, because if you have like 1,000 people kissing your ring, first of all, it's not healthy for them. And the
That's
Pope
what
is
he
an old
said.
guy. Don't kiss my ring, boy.
No, apparently it was worried for them.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
I don't buy that. What about the first 10 people? You don't become the Pope unless you're ready to have your ring kissed a little bit, right? Like, come on. You know what's in it's part of the job. People are going to kiss your ring. I make these guys kiss my ring when I come in every morning, and I don't hear anyone.
Which ring? Because I don't see one.
It's the kiss the ring. It's magic. But nobody's gotten sick as far as I'm aware. Here we go. He's like, fuck you, dude. I'm over this shit. No, bitch. No kissing the ring. Oh, so he didn't cut contact. Bitch, no. You look nasty. Not even close. See, some people he doesn't even allow close. So he eyeballs them. And he's like, this bitch looks nasty. I'm keeping her lips away from my ring. Jesus is overwatching the whole damn thing. that funny on the cross? I don't think so, bitch. Keep walking. Look at this guy's so upset. He's like, damn. They keep going for it, though.
It's clearly something that they all expect to be doing.
Right. They have that expectation. They're going to kiss the ring. They're giving their respect.
Yeah, I think that's like a really ancient tradition.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a strange thing to be like, nah, dog. Fuck no.
Not today.
And then the smile on his face is clearly not genuine because you cannot be on one hand happy to see people, but on the other hand pulling violently away. You know what I mean? What's going through his head right now? It's fantastic, isn't it? Bye. See ya. Don't kiss the ring, bitch. You're not worthy. He's like, move it along, idiot. He's not even acknowledging him. Bye, I'm the Pope. I ain't got time for your shit. Can't save you, dude. Talk to Jesus. Move it along, guys. Move it along. Tell it to your priest, man.
I got this business to pitch to you.
They're like, yo, Pope, we want to sell holy water online. Are you down to get in on this? We got Instagram ads and everything.
Yeah.
That's so true, huh? They're wearing the same shirt, too, these bozos.
Yeah.
Pope's like, listen, move it along. Tell it to your priest. I can't save you. Move it along, guys. There's people. Get him at it. Oh, that's it. I could watch this all day. I could watch 10 minutes of that. Can we watch it again? I think we get the idea. Is there entertainment value in watching that again?
Probably not.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's fine because I have other related videos. So, I love that. I love Pope stuff. I find Pope stuff funny. Like, does the Pope shit in the woods? Hila says, hey, Ethan, do you want to order pizza? Does the Pope shit in the woods? But then that evolves. Does the Pope shit in his own hat?
In his own yarmulke.
Wow, that's really deep because he doesn't obviously, he doesn't wear a yarmulke. So
what do you call that he had on his head?
it's called the loaf, the Pope loaf. I don't know. It's a big ass Pope hat. So there's other similar videos. For example, I found out that I have a thing for watching people pull their hands away from being kissed on the ring. Prince of Morocco is not down to have his hand kissed either. This kid's a little fucking gangster, dude. Watch how he's like straight up owning these. See ya, idiot. See ya, dumbass. Nice try, loser. Oh, a handshake? I'll take that. Bye, dumbass.
What?
I'm 12. Don't kiss me.
He moves it so fast. It's like a game.
No, he's a fucking slick dude. Oh, is it just repeating? That's interesting. But this kid is a slick guy. And he's right. He's like, don't kiss my hand, man. How old are you?
He's got gloves, no? What's the problem?
He's not wearing gloves.
No?
No.
It looks like grave.
Well, it's like 10 pixels, so it's hard to tell.
Look how quick he pulls it away. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. He's weak, though. I would just hold on to his hand. That's what Ian did to me the other day. I tried to pull my hand away because I make him kiss the ring. And he held on tight.
An iron grip, that guy.
Here's another class. This is the first video I saw of someone pulling the hand away. This looks like some mega church where they just make like a freaking $1 trillion to exorcise some lady in a wheelchair. Bye. Oh, the face! Whoa, hold on. He's literally. Oh no! He pulls his ring away, and then he puts his hand over her face and pushes her head up. That was gnarly, wasn't it?
Yep.
He's like, no, bitch. I can't save you. Out of here. Keep walking. He's not even smiling. They're giving him books. I don't know what's going on here. How much do they
I think
pay?
that might actually. Those might be donations. That might be cash.
Wait, where's cash?
In those envelopes that they're handing over.
Oh, so they give him a bunch of money, and he gives him some book.
And he's like,
They're
see
like,
ya.
please, just let me
Shoves
kiss
him
the
away.
hand. Shoves him in the face, man. I love it. I got to get into religion, man. These guys know how to make a buck, I'll tell you what. For real, these guys are good. And they even want to kiss your hand. They take your money and they love it so much they want to kiss your fucking ring. I'm in the wrong field, man. You're like, here's $1,000. Here's all of my money. Here's all of my money. There's one guy that actually gets to kiss his hand and he's beaming. He's like, I did it, dude.
I'm gonna win the lottery.
He's gonna get hepatitis, actually. The tall guy in the black. Watch, he gets it. He nails that. He gets him. He's quick and he's strong.
Whoa, he really grabbed
it. He's strong.
it.
See?
Oh my god!
Did he slap him?
He slapped him.
Let's go back. But he's
He
stuck.
did.
He's strong because he basically hand raped him.
He was
That's what Ian did to me this
Aggressive.
morning. I slapped Ian too. So let's watch this. So he goes in for the grab. He holds tight and he goes in.
He did like a little.
Yeah. And on his face, he's like, oh, man, what? You just stole some of my powers, man. Oh, come on, dude. Fantastic, is it not? She's like, I'm going to kiss your hand, okay? He's like, no, bitch, just keep walking.
Oh.
Ooh, don't even think about it, lady.
That was slick.
That was a block.
He uses the book to shield,
Oh my god,
too.
this guy is really.
He's at war, and we think about
He's
it.
got no chill.
The thing is, he's kind of at war because he's taking money, he's giving books, but he's also at the same time using the books as shields, pushing heads, slapping hands. It's just they're at war with each other right now over the hand game.
Yeah, he doesn't have the elegance that the Pope had.
No, the Pope was honestly less elegant. The Pope was at war.
The Pope was less elegant. This guy's slapping people.
Well, sure, but the Pope was like
They're like fighting.
The Pope looked like he was on edge because he had that smile on, but it was like it looked like he was about to break. To me,
I gotta vote
I guess
for
to
the
each
Pope
his own.
here.
To each his own. But the Pope was falling apart in my eyes.
I think this guy.
He was a mess.
This guy's like
But this guy-
1 minute from stabbing someone.
This guy's not fronting though. He's slapping people in the face. He's 5 minutes before he clocked the guy. He dropped him out. They had to pull him out on a stretcher. Don't kiss the fucking ring. You hear me?
Sącza, Nowego Targu, Nysy, Obornik Wielkopolskich, Oleśnicy, Olkusza,
Schnitzel.
Olsztyna, Opoczna, z Ostrołęki, Pabianic, Piły,
You heard Schnitzel?
Polskiego, Płocka,
You didn't hear Schnitzel?
Polkowic,
I'm not going to go back to that.
Pomiechowa I Poznania.
I dare you to kiss the ring. Oh! Did you see that one? That one was good.
Piły, Piotrkowa Trybunalskiego, Płocka,
It's a game they
Polkowic,
play, man.
Głogowa, Pomiechowa I Poznania.
Watch, he goes in hard. No! It's fantastic. I love this shit, man. If you guys have any more Pope kissing the ring shit, I'll watch it for hours. Podcast at h3h3.com. Fantastic. Guys, I was on my homepage on YouTube the other day. I don't know what I did to deserve this. I had this recommendation on my homepage that blew my mind. And I know where your guys' minds go. What were you watching to get this? I wasn't watching anything to get this. I don't care about baseball, and I definitely don't watch gay ass videos. I mean, what the hell do I watch? I watch like science channels. So it wasn't my surprise when this shows up at the top of my homepage. Look at this shit. What the fuck are you doing, YouTube? Anthony Rector's amazing ass with a baseball and a peach.
What's the problem here?
And you could see his nutsack. Like, what the fuck is this?
Shit.
Like,
Well, he's got a cup on, right?
well, I don't know, but that, yeah, probably. But the way that the pants fold is
Yeah, no,
crazy. I was like, what? And the video is by Wibbly Gaylord. Actually, quite a bit of views, 340,000. 11 months ago, though. But they dug this up from 11 months ago to serve this on my homepage. I have never watched Wibbly Gaylord. I promise.
I don't know.
Like,
Because some I looked at the comments on this video, and like one comment was like, "Look, I know I'm gay, but why are you rubbing this in my face, YouTube?"
So what, you're saying the
So-
algorithm knows something about me that I don't?
Maybe.
The algorithm is getting smarter and smarter. They're like, dude, there's no other gay shit on my homepage. Everything was normal except this one video. And I was like, what the fuck? You guys want to watch this thing?
Of course.
Maybe they're like, he needs a little push to discover himself.
I gotta mute the music here. No. Oh my God, we almost got claimed. Someone owns that drum snare. Here we go. Yeah. So this is Rector. And can you believe this is on YouTube right now?
What the hell?
Yeah. This is a thing on YouTube being recommended to me.
Damn dead ass though.
Is it? I don't know. It looks like a normal. Can you turn down the music very loud? Me trying to record. Look at this. This guy's got a sense of humor about it too, for Christ's sake. What do you think, Gila? How do you rate that ass? You can be honest.
I don't know.
Is it a peach?
I don't really care about ass.
No, you're not an ass. You're not an ass girl.
No.
Well, I'll tell you what. When I saw that, I was like, I would fucking tear that ass up.
See, that's why you got it. That's why you got it recommended.
Dude, this guy is such a character, man. Look at how.
What if it's because of all the memes about how you have thick ass?
But how would they know that was me? They're like, oh, Ethan of H3, thick ass. Let's serve him specifically ass videos. I guess that seems kind of crazy though. But anyway, yeah, I can only take so much of Anthony Richter's amazing ass.
Thanks for sharing that.
Are you a dick girl or an ass girl? Because you know they say tits are ass to guys.
Yeah, I don't think it works.
I don't know that
like
there's
that.
dick girls. So are you a dick girl or an ass girl? I'm a dick girl. Okay, so hey, let's go to one of our headline stories here. This is a juicy, hot, very culturally relevant scoop here for you guys. Surviving Cardi B. Now, you all know, because we've talked about it here on this show, surviving R. Kelly is a story that's been dear to our heart. We follow closely. As you all well know, do you have your passport? Do you have your shots? Do you want to come with Rob to America? Now we've got Cardi B getting into the mix. Someone dug up a live, Instagram live from 3 years ago, in which she confesses to drugging and robbing people while living that life.
She used to work as a stripper.
Yeah. You know, strippers make a lot of money.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know that. I don't know how much.
If you're like a successful one.
She was. I think she was. So I don't know. She says she needed the money, but I think stripping really you make a lot of money from stripping, like really, like hundreds of thousands, even a shitty one probably.
Well, she needed to get that ass surgery done. That stuff costs money.
I saw someone else pull a video around the same time saying that she back then had already had a house and ass and tits.
Well, she says she needed the money for studio time. Like she's talking about in the context of building a career.
Right.
To hire studio engineers and rent the space and everything.
Right. Okay, so there you have it. So she did need the money. She clearly, I mean, when she, in this video, which I'll show you guys, she's crying. She's very upset about what she had to go through to get where she is. And I will say to her, I don't want to say defense, but with Cardi B, I don't think there was ever a pretense that she was anything but that, right? People like her because they like her music, but she's always been upfront that she's not a saint. She's not a good person. She came from a street life. She was a prostitute, a criminal.
Stripper.
Not a prostitute, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant to say. A stripper. And she's been
a stripper, but the context of the story is that she was like also prostituting, right?
I guess so, yeah. I guess you're right.
I think a lot of strippers do that, on the side, basically.
So there can be sex in the champagne room. An aside here. Maybe I won't go this. Maybe I won't go this route.
Okay.
Let's skip this aside for now. So in this story, so I'll say it's not like a lot. I've seen people comparing it to Bill Cosby. Now, Bill Cosby, first of all, his persona was that he was the most wholesome dad in America. Mm-hmm. He was Mr. And he also had this holier than thou of like, black people need to bootstrap themselves up and save themselves out of poverty by working hard, right? Yeah. And meanwhile, this guy has decades of rape, systematic drugging and rape, and abusing his power and taking advantage of people that trusted him. He would mislead people to thinking that he could help their career, take them back home, and rape them. So I do think that's a little different than going home with some ghetto stripper.
Yeah, and he's got this clean image. Cardi B never had a clean.
This is exactly
image.
who she always said she was.
She's really like that. That's kind of what people like about her. She's really
exactly
raw.
People like her music, and she's so much forthcoming about it that this is something she actually confessed 3 years ago. It's not like Bill Cosby being like, I raped so many girls, man. I got a problem with sex, and I just keep raping people. Yeah, Dan is saying show the video and go to break. Do you not like when I read your notes, Dan?
I don't like it.
Oh, because how can I not acknowledge
it?
It's hard for me not to acknowledge it because my attention gets switched.
I apologize. I was just trying to let you know.
No, don't apologize. It's good. The notes are great.
I think you don't need to read it out loud. That's why we're writing it.
I
If
know.
we wanted to say it out loud, we would say it.
I need to learn to multitask my brain.
We have a microphone, and we choose not to.
Peek behind the curtain, as they say. So it's different from Bill Cosby, in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying it's not an awful thing, so I want to make that very clear. It is an awful, awful thing to drug and rob somebody. Sure, of course, that's awful. And if the police want to open an investigation like they did on Bill Cosby and investigate people who are coming forward saying they've been a victim of hers, let's do that. Not saying let's not go down that route. I just think that it's not. And then the other comparison is R. Kelly. And again, R. Kelly, it's like a systematic abuse over decades and decades. I mean, he's in Ethiopia.
Well, I think we should listen to it first before we go into conclusions.
Yes. Well, I want to give some context, but here we go. Let me turn off the mute. Man, look at this shit. Cardi B admits to using sex and to drug and rob men for their money.
How much text can you get on screen? Jesus.
And then there's Wino Gang, Tea and Gossip. What the hell?
Tea and Gossip?
And then at Messy Queen XOXO. Like, how many people have watermarked this? Can we get an issue podcast watermark on this? Re-upload it? It's so loud, by the way. Well, someone else's money if you stole it. That's a weird flex, to be honest. Because she's going, I did it myself, and I robbed a bunch of people also. Stripping is commendable. You know, I appreciate that. That's not an easy job. But Hila's saying, don't pause it. Yeah. Okay. Nobody wanted to fuck me?
To help me.
To help her.
I feel like, oh man, that was a weird place to go. And also, she's very difficult to listen to. Very raspy voice.
Something about the audio in that clip.
Well,
Maybe
yeah.
it's because it's been re-uploaded like 40 times with all these
And she's
watermarks.
like in an echoey room.
Well, let's
Not a good
throw it
video.
to a break because we're at 11. We're at the 30-minute mark. We'll come back and we will discuss surviving Cardi B. Within this SIM card is the power to save hundreds of dollars. Well, I don't know how much you pay for your wireless bill, but chances are it's way too much, okay? Mint Mobile is empowering you to get the same great speeds and pay way less. Thanks to Mint Mobile, you don't have to overpay for wireless anymore. You can cut your wireless bill down to just $15 a month. They've reimagined wireless, making it easy and online only, which means that they pass the significant savings on to you directly. Now look at this beautiful little card as I talk to you more. Mint Mobile makes it easy to cut down your wireless bill from just $15 a month. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan. You can keep your old phone and number along with all of your existing contents. Boom. All you do is pop that baby in. You know how we do it. With Mint Mobile, you choose between 3, 8, and 12 gigabytes of 4G LTE data, and you stop paying for unlimited data that you never use. Because all those big boys all of a sudden, oh, now we want to sell you unlimited data. It's just going to cost $500 a month. Eat shit, assholes. Mint Mobile. Every plan comes with unlimited nationwide talk and text. Now we're talking. And texting. And if you're not 100% satisfied, Mint Mobile has you covered with their 7-day money-back guarantee. What have you got to lose except tons of money to these big boys that are taking advantage of you? Ditch your old wireless bill and start saving today with Mint Mobile. So, right now, to get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get that plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/H3. That's mintmobile.com/H3. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month. You get free shipping on your Mint Mobile plan. Go to mintmobile.com/H3. Admit it. You think that cybercrime is something that happens to other people. You may think that no one wants your data because you're broke and you have no money to steal. But guess what? Hackers can grab your password and credit card details, and you'd be wrong because someday you're going to make money and they're going to be hiding in the shadow waiting for your broke ass to be a rich ass. And that's when they've got you in their palm of their hands because they got your credit card number, they got your passwords, they got your social security number. It doesn't matter if you're broke now, baby, because they're going to get you someday somehow. And that's why you need ExpressVPN, because you leave your internet connection unencrypted, you might as well be writing your password and credit card number on a huge billboard for the Western world to see. That's why you need to protect yourself from cyber criminals and use ExpressVPN. So ExpressVPN secures and minimizes your internet browsing by encrypting your data and hiding your public IP address. ExpressVPN has easy-to-use apps that run seamlessly in the background of your computer, phone, or tablet. Turning on ExpressVPN protection only takes one click. Using ExpressVPN, I can safely surf on public Wi-Fi without being snooped on or having my personal data stolen. And for just less than $7 a month, you can get the same ExpressVPN protection that I use for my own internet. ExpressVPN is rated #1 VPN service by TechRadar, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what do you got to lose? Give it a shot. You're going to feel a lot safer. It's like putting a condom on your internet browsing. You're going to feel a lot safer. You're going to be a lot happier after you've used it. So here's the deal. Protect your online activity right now, today, and find out how you can get 3 months free by going to expressvpn.com/H3. That's expressvpn.com/H3 for a 3-month free with a 1-year package. Visit expressvpn.com/H3 to learn more. You spend 90% of your life in underwear, so don't you think you owe it to yourself to make sure you're wearing the softest, most beautiful, luscious underwear in the town? That's why I only personally wear MeUndies. If you have ever considered mega wedging yourself or going total all out one piece, excuse me, you can see everything. Nothing you haven't seen, but I'd like to spare some people. Dude, this is flexibility. This is comfort on levels never before achieved. If you can do this, then you know this shit is soft and breathable and flexible as it gets. This is MeUndies quality, all right? That's why MeUndies are so soft, is because they're made of that beautiful micromodal fabric, which is a full 3 times softer than cotton. And not only will you feel like your loins are being hugged by joy itself, MeUndies gives multiple options of styles for men and women. And they got crazy, kooky, all kinds of fun, colorful patterns so that you can express yourself, because I know you've got a personality that's dying to get out. Men can now try the new boxer brief with Fly, which is the same great cut as boxer briefs, and now with an added option for guys who prefer to go through the gate versus over the fence. There you go. I go over the fence personally, but some guys go through the gate, and that's okay. Most guys probably go through the gate. I'm a weird one. I know a guy who used to pee out down the leg. He would just put his dick out down the leg. I was like, that's a weird one. But hey, to each his own. MeUndies has a great offer for my listeners. For any first-time purchaser, when you go to MeUndies, you get 15% off and free shipping. You get 50% off a pair of the most comfortable undies you will ever put on. And guess what? There's 100% satisfaction guaranteed. So if you don't like it, you get your money back. If it's not the comfortable best pair of underwear you ever graced on your dick and balls and ass crack, then you send it back. They burn it. You get your money back. MeUndies.com/H3. You get 15% off your first pair, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction guaranteed. That's MeUndies.com/H3. Reviews are such an important part of experiencing the internet. We read reviews on everything we buy. So why, I ask you, Hila, should software be any different? Software we spend more money on, we spend more time on, so why aren't we making sure we're getting the right and exact and the best software possible? That's the beauty of Capterra.com/H3. You get real software reviews and find the right software for your business. Capterra is the leading free online resource to help you find the best software solutions for your business. They've got over 750,000 reviews of products from real software users. Discover everything you need to make an informed decision. Search more than 700 specific categories of software. Everything from project management to email marketing to yoga studio management software. That is niche. No matter what kind of software your business needs, Capterra makes it easy to discover the right solution fast. Join the millions of people who use Capterra each month to find the right tools for their business. For example, we were looking for a good scheduling software amongst our companies and amongst ourselves. Airtable was the one that we found, which is a calendar that we can share amongst ourselves, and it has all of the tasks. It's really useful. And that's the beautiful thing about it when you go to Capterra. You type a category, a niche, a genre, and you're almost certainly going to find a software with reviews that is going to be the perfect fit for exactly what you need. It's extremely valuable. Visit Capterra.com/H3 for free today to find the tools to make an informed software decision for your business. Capterra.com/H3. That's spelled CAPTERRA.com/H3. Capterra. Software selection simplified. We are back, and we are surviving Cardi B. And we just watched the video of her confessing to drugging and robbing men.
Yeah.
So we're kind of just, I've seen a lot of outrage on social media directed towards her, justifiably. I mean, an awful thing to do. Now, she responded. There's a lot here to go. She responded, and then a guy came out saying that he was one of her victims. So let's get into that. Here's her response to it. She says, all I can do now is be better, a better me for myself, my family, and my future. So I'm seeing on social media that a live I did 3 years ago has popped back up. I live where I talked about things I had to do in my past, right or wrong, that I felt I needed to do to make a living. I never claimed to be perfect or come from a perfect world with a perfect past. I always speak my truth. I always own my shit. I'm a part of hip-hop culture where you can talk about where you come from, talk about the wrong things you had to do to get where you are. There are rappers that glorify murder, violence, drugs, and robbing, crimes that they feel they had to do to survive. I never glorified the things I brought up in that live. I never even put those things in my music because I'm not proud of it and feel responsibility not to glorify it. I made the choice that I did at the time because I had my limited options. I was blessed to have been able to rise from that, but so many women have not. Whether or not they were poor choices at the time, I did what I had to do to survive. The men I spoke about in my live were men that I dated, that I was involved with, men that were conscious, willing, and aware. I have a past that I can't change. We all do. That last part about the men being conscious willing and aware does not make any sense. Does
That's
it?
the part that makes it also debatable because,
It's not really an apology at that point.
well, she's not really apologizing. She's just saying, like, I never felt good about doing this.
But she's
and
copping
I never
out.
glorified it.
She's copying out by saying they were conscious, willing, and aware. Like she said she would drug them and rob them. Who's willing to be robbed?
No, I think what she means, it's like it wasn't rape.
Oh.
What she's trying to say.
Oh. I didn't
But that
knew
is
that.
questionable.
Yeah. See, I didn't know that rape was part of this conversation at all. But according to this, so by this guy's recollection, his name is Kevin Smith, which sounds like a fake name, I know. But apparently he's a real dude. What's the source for this? Meow. What the hell is that, Dan? Is this reputable?
Meow. It was getting reported in a few places. That was
Okay.
the link that I...
Cool. So 2 days after the video surfaced, a New York resident named Kevin Smith came forward confirming the singer's claim in the video. Smith claimed that he had once invited Cardi B back to his room because he was feeling her, quote, and then went to the bathroom. I had been drinking, so I had to piss. I slid into the bathroom and came back and finished my drink. Last thing I remember, she was twerking on me, music blasting. Sounds like a great time. And that was it. The next morning, I saw a used condom on the floor, and I noticed all the cash I had, which was $850, and a Louis Vuitton belt, and my iPod Touch was missing. He added, I tried calling her several times, but I soon realized she gave me a Google Voice number. I know she did it, but I couldn't prove it, so I never went to file charges, mainly because I did not want my fiancé to know what happened. So I took the L. What a guy. Classy. She gave me a Google Voice number, so I never went to the police. Also, I had a fiance at the time. I'd say.
It's a good guy right there.
What a fucking guy. What a guy, you know? I'm having a hard time sympathizing with that guy. But okay, let's be real here. The guy says, first of all, there's something troubling here. That she drugged him and then presumably had sex with him.
Yes.
So then comes the question, what I imagine happened is like, so when you take a drug, you're still conscious and in control of your facilities, but you kind of slip out and your memory can be erased. Like if you take a Xanax, you know, you can be fully aware or in control for 2 hours, but then when you wake up, you don't remember anything.
Yeah, that happened to me for sure. Like on flights.
Yeah.
I mean, I can be completely functioning, but then
Yeah.
I won't remember it at all.
Yeah.
But then to say that he was willing to have sex in that state of mind is kind of questionable. I don't know.
Well, sure.
You could say that.
Exactly. So a lot of people would say that, well, that's rape if they're drunk. I mean, that happens a lot to men who have sex with drunk girls on college campuses now. They'll say, if she's drunk, it's rape. So by those standards, you know, and also she's the one administering the drug. So like if she drugs you and you lose awareness, like she could have fucking warts coming out of her vagina. And you'd be like, dude, I don't want to put my dick in that. Like there's a like that, you know, Ela, you're with me? Maybe you see something there. But I'm saying maybe you see something there that you don't want to put your dick in.
You mean he couldn't make a decision
He
at the
could not
moment?
make the decision.
Yes.
Yes. Maybe it was super nasty. Super long hair, stinky, and worms out of the hole.
That ain't Cardi. She keeps it clean.
I'm not sure about that.
Not sure either.
At any rate, it is all very, very debatable. But one thing's for certain, I think your fiance knows now.
But it's really interesting if the roles were changed and if it was a guy who did it to a girl.
Yeah.
I would definitely be like, fuck that guy.
Everyone would be super outraged.
So, I don't know.
So
do we treat it the
Yeah.
same?
No,
because
you've got a guy at a strip joint. It's probably a really seedy, nasty strip joint. Stinks of cigarettes. Everyone there's drunk. She goes, hey, let's go back to your place.
I mean, he's definitely going there with the intention of something, but
Having sex. There's no debate.
But not with the intention of being drugged.
No, of course not. And by the way, I think the setting is interesting. So he's a guy taking a stripper and a CD strip joint back to his place. Of course, he's not signing up or consenting to be drugged and robbed. I mean, drugged and robbed, that's a huge violation. I mean, imagine waking up and all your shit is gone and you got the wrong number. I mean, that's awful.
Even just having sex but having no memory of it is pretty horrible.
Right, you don't know what happened.
Yeah.
You don't know how badly it stunk. You didn't like that.
I don't.
But you want to see what you're putting your dick in, at least. You want some visual
I feel like
confirmation.
that's the least of the problems
I'm
here.
just I'm making a joke here. Give me a break. Go with it. You know. Yeah. I think it's not good. And what rubs me wrong, too, is how she's like, I had to do it all myself. But, I mean, let's not include this in that bucket. Not good. I rate it not good. Is it as bad as Bill Cosby and R. Kelly? I cannot say that it is. I can't say that it is. Mm-hmm. But again, I'm not saying
look, I think there is a scale to things
of monstery.
Yes, I don't think everything is black or white, and I think it's not on the same level in my opinion.
I mean, Bill Cosby and R. Kelly.
It is bad though.
They ruined so many people's lives over the course of many decades. I mean, that was just treachery on like new levels. A stripper drugging and stealing someone's money is probably not that uncommon. And that kind of scenario, like a really ghetto strip club, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You're kind of taking a gamble.
I would be like, dude, there's like a 10% chance I wake up without a kidney in the morning. You know what I mean? Maybe higher. But when you go over to Bill Cosby's house, you're like, he's going to roofie me. Yeah. That's not anywhere in your mind. And you're not trying to fuck or anything. You just want to meet Bill Cosby, your hero.
Or like if you're meeting like in a professional setting, like you're both actors, you know.
Right, of course. Exactly.
It's very different.
Yeah. So this is bad. And if the police want to investigate and see how bad it is, and if she's done this a lot, you know, if she's caused a lot of let's investigate. If that's what the police want to do, if there's evidence, I support that. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying I don't think that she ever pretended to be anything but that. I'm not.
If those victims would come out and they feel violated.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
Press charges, baby. Get in there. Get justice.
But that guy is like.
That guy took a twist there. Yeah. I just didn't have enough evidence to go to the police. Also, I didn't want my fiance to know. Fucking idiot.
Do you think there's any validity at all to what she's saying about, it not being uncommon in hip hop for people to, openly talk about their criminal past and that's kind of a point of pride almost?
I'm glad you brought that up because that is a good point. Because there are a lot of rappers who have actually killed people and rap about it. Mm-hmm. And so we're willing to say to them, well, that's your past.
Yeah.
Right? That's in your past and you're living a good life and you're rapping now. So
or like it's the rapper image.
Right. That's cool for rappers to be murderers and drug dealers.
Right, and she even goes a step further and says that she's never talked about this in her music because she's ashamed of it, whereas other artists actually make it kind of like a centerpiece of their lyricism is talking about their seedy past.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't excuse what she did, but I think she is pointing out a hypocrisy there.
Well, and I do think so.
Yeah.
I mean, this is objectively much less bad than murdering someone. But murder's funny. In a way, in our minds, we can forgive murder for some reason of people of like in hip hop. They're like, oh, well, yeah, he killed. Yeah, he had to. He had to do it.
I think it's just that you don't actually take it literally.
Yeah.
That's you think
true.
like.
Do we know of rappers that have killed people and working today?
I mean,
I guess apparently they were never caught for it, right?
right, and I mean, that's where it does get really gray because if it's in a song, you can always just say it's artistic license.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a
whereas
story.
this was sort of a candid moment that it's hard to explain away as I was just kidding or I was lying or whatever.
But
she doesn't seem to be saying that it's a lie either in her apology.
No. Yeah, no. She owns it.
Right.
She doesn't say, "Oh, it's just making shit up to sound hard," which would be the easy way out. But all of that aside, in a vacuum, it sounds really bad. Watching that video and her being like, "I did it all myself, and I had to rob people and drug them." I was like, "Oh, come on, that's not something to brag about." Because almost in a way, she is bragging because she's like, "Look what I had to do to survive." So in a sense, she is kind of bragging about it.
Yeah.
Even though she's crying and stuff.
It's not like I worked minimum wage at McDonald's
Yeah.
for 5 years.
No, she was making
Just saying.
hundreds of thousands of dollars stripping. She could have waited another year and not robbed and drugged someone.
And I think when it was just the stripping, people did kind of respect that in a way.
Yeah.
That's a real hustle.
Right, exactly.
That is not an easy job, man. I'll tell you what. Yeah. So there you have it. That's Cardi B, surviving Cardi B. Now, speaking of surviving Cardi B, we've got a new R. Kelly video that popped up that is just tremendous, you guys. This R. Kelly story, I can't get over it. He's on stage. Here, let me just show you this video. We had to blur it because it's honestly too graphic. But I'll tell you what you're missing out on. You could probably tell from the blur. But he goes up to the front stage, and he starts going, "Wipe me down, wipe me." And then he presents his crotch, and they start grabbing his junk and wiping his junk. And I mean, well, here, watch for yourself. We blurred that part. It was so graphic, but you'll be able to tell. Wipe my lips. Wipe my tongue. I don't think your tongue needs to be wiped off. I think that's supposed to be wet.
Is that an awful feeling?
He's loving it. He's powerful right now. By the way,
Wiping.
I love this. This is
I like how he makes it into a song.
Everything's a song with R. Kelly. He can turn anything into a song. People in the back are like, "What's going on? Damn, this Keep Wiping Me song is sick. I'm feeling this. Keep wiping me. Keep wiping me." Yeah, here we go. This one gets good, though. So he presents his crotch to them. He invites them.
And they're...
Yeah, he's flopping it.
And they're totally... They're touching it.
Oh, yeah, there's like 20 hands on his dick right now. Look at his face.
And then,
He's just presenting his dick, and now he's got a big-ass smile on his face. Yeah, he loves
look
it.
at his face.
Yeah, I think he was kidding.
Here he's kidding, yeah.
Dude, it was
What?
so graphic. It was so graphic.
I almost wish that we could show it unblurred because you just...
It's out there. Everybody watching or listening, go watch the original after this.
You can use your imagination.
Yeah.
I mean, I love R. Kelly. I love everything about R. Kelly. The whole story, the whole scoop. It's fantastic. Keep wiping me. Now wipe my tongue. Here we go. Everyone's tuning out.
Everyone's like, oh no.
Keep wiping me. I'll spare him today. Thanks for the layup, though. He literally sticks his crotch out.
He starts like humping vigorously.
Yeah, and jiggling his dick too. He starts jiggling his dick. Those girls love it, man. They were in. That just shows you how easy it is to start a sex cult. When you're like a singer like that. God, singers get so much ass, dude. It's ridiculous.
It's insane.
Like, they don't even think about it.
I mean, just in this video, all this...
Oh, these are what I would have to imagine normal, otherwise normal people, that all of a sudden R. Kelly's dick's in their face and they're grabbing it.
Yeah.
They probably have kids and shit. That one girl in the back was like, "Wipe his hair, baby. Wipe his hair."
So weird. The whole fame obsession. I don't know. Like the celebrity thing.
Celebrity worship.
Yeah, celebrity worship.
It's pretty sick.
Strange.
It's like, yeah.
You look really beautiful today, Hila.
I do.
Yeah, your shit's crazy. I was just thinking about when I was just thinking about women grabbing R. Kelly's dick. I was looking at you, and I was like, "Damn, your hair's crazy. You look like radiant, beautiful.
Thank you. I don't feel like
Your
it.
eyes are sparkling. Your sweater's fire. It's all going on."
I just feel like heavy all the time and tired.
Well, you are massive, and you hide it really well. But Hila's getting massive. Her stomach is getting like rock hard too.
It's really hard. I don't know if you would think about it, but I didn't really think it would be. It's like really hard.
It's hard
when you touch it.
Yeah. Do you know that you're having a crazy hair day right now?
No.
Dude, your hair looks fucking bomb. And you got like a fold right here that looks really good. It's fire, hair day.
Thank you.
Yeah, the pregnancy thing's crazy. But Hila hides it so much that I swear to God, a lot of days I don't even, I continually don't even know sometimes that she's pregnant.
I'll say it's only been in the last like maybe 2 weeks that it's like noticeable to me. You know what I mean?
That's funny because I'm like at the end. Of
Yeah,
the
right. No,
pregnancy.
seriously.
Well, yeah, I mean, we only have like 2 months left.
Yeah.
God damn.
That's if it lasts the whole way. Like it could happen before.
Maybe like 3 weeks early.
Yeah. That
Wow.
one leaves us with like not a lot of time.
Well, last time we were at the doctor, I was like, just out of curiosity, when can the baby come out and still be alive? I think I said this last time.
I think we did, yeah.
But that was like a long time ago. So that baby is ready to live already. He's just chilling.
Yeah. It's weird. I can just walk around and then I feel it moving.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm carrying a creature here.
You are.
It's so weird.
But it's getting firmer, which means it must be so tight in there. It's like super cramped. Dude, little Theodore is just like all brushing against the wall. But I guess he's comfortable.
I think so.
It's so weird that they don't cry in there, only when they come out.
You know what I heard? That they do.
What?
That they could cry in there.
No.
And that you can hear it?
Oh, but they're underwater.
I just saw it online and I was like, I don't know if this is real.
I've never heard of it.
I don't like reading anything about the pregnancy.
I've heard that you can hear them burp or hiccup.
Feel it, yeah.
Have you felt that? Anything like that?
Sometimes I feel little movements. I wonder if that's what they mean. Like repetitive
It sounds like,
movement.
from what I heard, is that it's very obvious when they burp or hiccup.
WebMD says that they can indeed cry in the womb.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And WebMD is never wrong, so.
They've diagnosed my cancer so many times. Oh my God. They can cry? That is so terrifying.
Yeah. I didn't like knowing that and I immediately closed it when I saw it.
Because I was thinking, I was like, how weird is it that they don't cry and then when they come out, they cry?
Yeah, and I started going down that rabbit hole. I saw someone say that you could apparently hear it even, and that's when I closed it.
That's so sad. What do you do when your baby's crying in your womb?
I don't like knowing a lot about it.
Yes.
So far, I haven't read anything. I don't want to watch any videos about birth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want. I don't know why. I just feel like I don't. I feel like.
Well, there's a lot of.
There's like too much information, and I want
That's
nothing.
right. There's a lot of shit to scare you too.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a good inclination. We have people around us helping us who know what they're doing.
Yeah.
We have
I mean, my sister already had 3 kids, so.
Well, the people who are listening and being like, "Oh, don't you want to know how to take care of your baby?"
I've taken care of a lot of babies, so.
Yeah. I have known nothing.
I've worked as a babysitter and a lot. So
I'm in for it. Although I swear to God, raising Shredder, I do all the crazy shit, man. I wipe his ass. I shower him. I gotta clean his dick and balls in the shower and everything. I've been there, man.
Yep.
I've taken care of him.
Do you know how to change a diaper, Ethan?
Never in my life have I ever changed a diaper.
Oh, man.
I can show you that part.
Yeah. I can't imagine that it's, much to it. I'm not like a diaper ninja.
No, it is not anything to it.
I put a diaper on myself.
An adult diaper.
But we've got help, which is nice. We've got, what do you call it? The lady who...
Doula.
A doula.
Yeah.
So that's someone that basically is there before, during, and after the birth.
Yes.
To help coach, like, on breastfeeding
Yeah.
and there during the birth to, like,
That
explain.
That
and then
gives me a
after-
lot of
yeah.
confidence because my mom's not gonna be here. I mean, she'll come visit, but not having your mom near you is the main issue. So I think the doula will be good.
Oh, it's gonna be great. She's fantastic. She's like a baby wizard. So yeah, it's gonna be great. So that takes a lot of the pressure off. I can't believe that Theodore can cry in there. I don't want to know that.
Right.
You're right. Yeah, I don't want to know that.
See, that's why I don't read anything.
That it scares me. I feel sad.
I like knowing that he's like comfortable in there. That's what I thought, and that's what I want to think.
Isn't it crazy though? Like how the ultimate metaphor for life. You come yanked out of a warm, comfortable place, crying. You're cold. You're all miserable. You're confused. You're crying. They say that the baby cries because the first breath of air they take hurts. It's painful, like daggers in their.
Because inside they're breathing like liquid.
There's no breathing.
There's no breathing.
Yeah. Confusing, awful, horrible moment. Traumatic. That's it. We all come. It's traumatizing to be born, isn't it? Sounds traumatic. Yanked out of a little hole.
People are saying he can't cry. I don't know. If you guys want to look it up and then let us know.
WebMD, y'all are going to argue with that? It's the ultimate authority.
I'll believe the people who say that he can't cry because that's what
Yeah,
I want to
I'd believe
believe.
Jussie Smollett. I got a lot here of Jussie Smollett. Anyway, you look very excited about the baby. 2 months. You look fucking crazy hair day today. Crazy.
Thank you.
Jussie Smollett. Everyone in the comments agrees, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. They know what's up. So Jussie Smollett has captivated the minds and the hearts of this entire nation. Jussie Smollett was an actor on a popular show, Empire. He actually was making a lot of money on that show, reportedly like $2 million a year.
Wow.
He was making like something like $150,000 per episode. So he was very compensated. Black gay dude. Let me just do a brief recap for people who are not caught up or people who need to refresh their memory. He first reported that he received a envelope with a powdery substance and a crude drawing of a man hanging from a tree with a gun pointed at him. He says that it said MAGA on the return form. 1 week later, Smollett reported getting jumped in the early morning hours in downtown Chicago by 2 masked individuals hurling racist and anti-gay slurs. They physically assaulted him, according to the actor, beating him up, pouring a chemical on him, and wrapping a rope around his neck before fleeing. He later checked himself in a hospital with minor injuries. That's almost like a parody of a racial attack. Like they're walking around with a rope and shit and bleach. Sent himself. So what the police say happened is that he sent himself the letter, and when it did not get the attention he wanted, he paid 2 dudes $3,500 to stage the attack. Mm-hmm. The authorities say they have got ample evidence, including suspicious text messages, surveillance footage, and a copy of the check he paid to the brothers, the actual check.
Fucking paid in a check. That's just the stupidest thing.
Dude, crime 101, dude. I mean, with a check made out to the people that attacked him, it's kind of hard to dispute that. The brothers themselves also implicated Smollett and said, yeah, he paid us. It was a whole stunt. And apparently it's because he thought that he was not being compensated enough on his show. He wanted, sympathy and support. And I think he thought that it would make him a star. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of the times when you get in the center of media attention, and especially when you're the victim of something terrible, all of a sudden, overnight you can become a star. And I think that's what he was hoping would happen. Which is just kind of ironic considering he was sitting so pretty, So I'm sure a lot of you, especially American listeners, have followed this story because it's just really dominated the news because, well, first the story came out and everyone believed him. And
it sounded awful.
It was like, oh my God. And it had this whole MAGA element and it was just like a powder keg. But someone put a noose around his neck and it was a hate crime and they hate him because he was gay and black and it's like, it sounded so awful. But then it started twisting and the police started investigating that maybe he had faked and staged the crime itself. So from the beginning, the media story was it was so compelling. It was so outrageous. So then what's even more outrageous is that a black gay man would use these people, use the racism and the MAGA and the homophobia to try to uplift himself and use it to his own gain. I mean, to pervert justice like that is even more twisted than the attack he allegedly said happened.
Yeah.
I mean, how crazy. I mean, the big problem with faking something like that is now when other stuff like that happens, victims are less likely to be believed.
Yes.
He
Both the gay community and the black community really don't need anything like that.
No.
To discredit actual crimes.
God knows that they get plenty of hate crimes already. But now he has single-handedly sown a seed of doubt. He's undermined those communities so badly. Such an awful, treacherous crime, honestly. Just treachery, really. It's so bad. So the police said, after reviewing... so all of a sudden, he was being tried for filing a fake police report and doing all this shit. He was in deep water with the police.
And there was... Like you said, there was plenty of evidence, apparently. So
plenty of evidence.
It was pretty much obvious at this point that he lied.
They were going to get a conviction.
Yeah.
They had the check, for Christ's sake. They had surveillance. They had text messages. The police chief even did a press conference being like, this dude faked it. And this is BS, and it undermines these marginalized groups. So all of a sudden, he shows up to court with a smile on his face for an emergency hearing with the court. And the judge said, after reviewing all the facts and circumstances of the case, Mr. Smollett's volunteer service in the community, an agreement to forfeit his $10,000 bond to the city of Chicago, we believe the outcome is a just, disproportionate, and appropriate resolution to this case. And so basically they dropped all the charges. The district attorney dropped, for no apparent reason, out of nowhere, dropped all the charges. And then on top of that, the judge sealed the case so that the public could never know what was actually in there. Mm-hmm. Wow. What the frick? Dude. This was such a ballsy move because everybody hated this guy. It was no longer a political thing. The left and the right were both like, dude, this guy needs to go down.
Yeah.
This was a horrible, treacherous thing that he did. So he goes out. His lawyers go out and start giving press conferences and interviews and shit, talking about, he's innocent. But actually, so the DA had to make a clarified statement. She said, an alternate disposition does not mean that there were any problems or infirmities with the case or the evidence. We stand behind the Chicago Police Department's investigation and our decision to approve our decision to approve charges in this case. They explained and stressed that because we dropped the case does not exonerate Smollett.
Yeah. It's so weird. I just don't understand it. And I feel like after we dealt with our lawsuit, I have a better understanding of how this stuff works. Mm-hmm. And it puts this in even such a worse light, knowing, because for example, when we were trying to come into agreements with Matt Haas, we were presented with some options of like, okay, he'll drop the case, and but it will be sealed and no one can talk about it. Mm-hmm. And the problem that we had with it was that if no one can talk about it, no one will know if we were in the right, if we were in the wrong. Mm-hmm. And if you're innocent, why would you want that? Wouldn't you? So we knew we were innocent.
Lost, dude.
We weren't okay with not being able to ever talk about it. That's not gonna give anyone any answers.
Right.
So I feel like, from his perspective, if you're innocent of such an awful crime, why would you want to seal it? And
also, so when you want to seal information, you have to make a petition to the judge, and I think also your opponent. For example, there was information in our case that was sealed that was just basically like private financial numbers that they had subpoenaed in discovery. And so we made a request to seal it, and the judge granted that. So in this case, the district attorney was the one that dropped the charges. So she was in collusion with his attorneys. So they agreed together to seal it up.
Yeah. And then what's even more confusing is that now he's walking around telling people that he's innocent.
I was innocent, I never lied.
Which doesn't make any sense on top of it, because...
Well, because it goes back to almost the Michael Jackson thing. It's like, just because you weren't convicted doesn't mean you're not innocent. And in this case, the DA even had to go out and make a statement and say, you were not exonerated.
Yeah. They're not saying, like, the evidence was wrong.
No.
They're not taking back anything.
We just dropped it, and we don't know why. So here, he held a press conference right afterwards. So let's watch that. TMZ, baby.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
I just made a couple notes. First of all, I want to thank my family, my friends, the incredible people of Chicago and all over the country and the world who have prayed for me, who have supported me, who've shown me so much love. No one will ever know how much that has meant to me, and I will forever be grateful. I want you to know that not for a moment was it in vain. I have been truthful and consistent on every single level since day one. I would not be my mother's son if I was capable of one drop of what I have been accused of. This has been an incredibly difficult time.
Not my mama's
honestly,
son.
one of the worst of my entire life. But I'm a man of faith, and I'm a man that has knowledge of my history, and I would not bring my family, our lives, or the movement through a fire like this. I just wouldn't. So I want to thank my legal counsel from the bottom of my heart. And I would also like to thank the state of Illinois for attempting to do what's right. Now, I'd like nothing more than to just get back to work and move on with my life. But make no mistakes, I will always continue to fight for the justice, equality, and betterment of marginalized people everywhere. So again, thank you for all the support. Thank you for faith, and thank you to God. Bless y'all. Thank you very much.
So,
do you have any words for the LGBTQ community and the folks who have supported
that I am you, that I stand with you forever.
And they've supported you throughout all of this?
And I love them. I love them. I'm one of them, so I love them.
And you've been getting a lot of congratulations today from folks on this day?
Like that.
Yeah. How about your cast members?
They're wonderful. They're my family.
Yeah, so there you have it.
They've been sending you praise and love today.
Everybody's
he's saying I'm innocent, even though that, you know. Dude, that guy is not. If that guy acts again, I'm the Pope.
Pulling your hand away?
Yeah, I'm pulling my hand right away from that.
It's such a disconnect. Like everything that he just said, it's like...
Well, it's just so frustrating because we're all so invested in this miscarriage of justice. And then all of a sudden he shows up, charges are dropped, sealed, and he walks out and he's talking about, oh, I'm innocent, I never lied. Then, right afterwards, the police chief and the mayor of Chicago hold a joint press conference and listen to this. I mean, this is just explode. Like,
so
listen to these guys. This is the police chief.
I'm sure we all know what occurred this morning. My personal opinion is that you all know where I stand on this. Do I think justice was served? No. Where do I think justice is? I think this city is still owed an apology. And let me digress for a moment. When I came on this job, I've been a cop now for about 31 years. When I came on this job, I came on with my honor, my integrity, and my reputation. If someone accused me of doing anything that would circumvent that, then I would want my day in court, period. To clear my name. I've heard that they want.
Well, it makes him look like a real idiot.
And we've been there too. We didn't want to not be able to talk about it, and no one knows who won, who was right, who was wrong. If you're innocent, you want it to be known that you're innocent.
Right. No, that guy's, as far as I could tell, I don't know why the police and the mayor would go out and put their necks out. I mean, it seems like they had irrefutable evidence that he was going down. Well, even the judge and what she said was like, oh, well, he did some community service. Dan, you were saying that it's already been served. He doesn't even need to do anything.
Right. Yeah. It's retroactive, essentially. They're crediting him for the fact that he apparently has in the past done a lot of community service.
And he had a $10,000 bail, so they're like, they kept that. What a joke.
What is $10,000 for him? It's nothing.
Well, if he doesn't work for the next 20 years, it might be. What a joke, man. What a joke. Come on, this crime was so bad. It was such a heinous crime he committed. So here's the mayor speaking.
One thing is not only do I support the hard work of our police officers, the detective units, but I'd like to remind everybody, a grand jury indicted this individual based on only a piece of the evidence that the police had collected in that period of time. So a grand jury actually brought the charges. I think on three things I'd like to say. One, on financial costs, this $10,000 doesn't even come close to what the city spent in resources to actually look over the camera, gather all the data, gather all the information that actually brought the indictment by the grand jury on many, multiple different charges. Second is what I would call the ethical costs. And the ethical costs you have as a person who was in the House of Representatives when we tried to pass the Shepard legislation that dealt with hate crimes, putting them on the books, that President Obama then signed into law, to then use those very laws and the principles and values behind the Matthew Shepard hate crimes legislation to self-promote your career is a cost that comes to all the individuals, gay men and women, who will come forward and one day say they were a victim of a hate crime who now will be doubted. People of faith, Muslim or any other religious faith, who will be a victim of hate crime.
So you get it. They go out there and they blast him, basically, right afterwards. I mean, the mayor and the police chief, come on. He makes a good point. The guy's wealthy. Why are we letting him off on $10,000? You know what I mean?
Well, there's a late update to this story just a couple hours ago, actually, on Friday morning, that City of Chicago is now demanding that he pay $130,000 to the City of Chicago to cover the overtime hours from the investigation. And I got the letter right here in front of me, and it's kind of weird because in an attempt to resolve this matter without further legal action, the city requires the immediate payment of $130,000. It's actually $130,106.15. Especially that 15 cents. Expended on overtime hours in the investigation of this matter, blah, blah, blah. If the amount is not timely paid, the Department of Law may prosecute you for making a false statement to the city.
Wait, they can still go and do that?
I mean, this is an official,
wow. I wonder if he's going to pay it. That's crazy. Because if he pays, it's almost an admission of guilt, right?
Right. Isn't it kind of weird, though, that they're like basically shaking him down?
I don't know.
Not to say that it's not deserved, but just that scenario of pay the money or we're going to prosecute you seemed kind of.
It is kind of weird to be like, do this or this happens. I agree that it's kind of extortionist.
I don't know.
That is kind of because usually
weird.
You would either just do
right if you guys believe that he committed this crime,
just charge him.
Then charge him, and shake him down. For
well,
money.
apparently they did, but
right, it didn't work.
Someone above,
the state attorney dropped the case.
Right.
They're clearly pissed.
So here is when we get interesting. Now, these text messages were apparently leaked between. This woman, Kim Fox, who is the state attorney who was in charge of this case, overseeing this case against Jussie. And then
Jussie.
What's his name?
Jussie.
Jussie. Smollett. Jussie.
Yeah.
I'm going to combine.
Yeah, kind of.
The guy's got some weird shit going on in his name. It's just a little twist. And then you've got Tina. That's a weird last name. It's missing a vowel in there. How do you say that?
I'm going to assume the T is silent and it's just Chen. Tina Chen.
Oh, that makes sense. She is Asian. I saw a picture of her. Tina. Probably not like that.
Probably not.
So Tina is an influential politician.
Chief of staff to Michelle Obama at one point, right?
Yes. And by the way, the mayor also was chief of staff for Obama, so I think it's important. I don't think it's an Obama conspiracy. I think this lady.
There's Obamas on both sides.
There is a conspiracy out there. I haven't looked into it too much.
I mean, apparently Michelle Obama was friends with Jussie.
Oh, she was directly?
Again, don't quote me on that. I might be wrong.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
maybe
If
with
you're
someone who
surprised, then I'm
represents-
probably wrong. But either way, let's just say these are the facts. Tina is texting Kim, who's in charge of prosecuting Jussie. Now, Dan, how confirmed are these? How confirmed are these text messages? These showed up on TMZ.
Yeah, they showed up on TMZ, which of course was a little skeptical at first, but it has since been re-reported in the Chicago Tribune and New York Times. Like it seems to be verified. It's being widely disseminated.
And as trashy as TMZ is, their reporting is usually pretty accurate.
Yeah, kind of hate TMZ, but they don't lie usually. So,
so here, how the F did they get these text messages? By the way, the freaking crazy.
This story is so big. I don't know why they thought that people would just let it rest.
I know, it was the ballsiest,
Like the whole country was
shit
invested.
ever. So here's the. It says, "Hi Kim, I sent an email to your work address. I think as well. I wanted to give you a call on behalf of Jussie, Smollett, and the family I know. They have concerns about the investigation. I bet they do. If I was his mom, I would too. I'm on an 8 a.m. flight to New York City, but please call me before then. I land about 10:15 Chicago time. My cell phone is. Many thanks." She says it like she owes her. You know what I mean? Please, she says it like, call me before then. Please call me before. She says it like she's her boss or something. You know what I mean? There's a air of dominance there. Kim responds, "Spoke to the Superintendent Johnson. I convinced him to reach out to the FBI to ask that they take over the investigation. He's reaching out now, and will get back to me shortly. Sent from my iPhone." Thank you. I think blank is going to call you. Oh, they redacted. I think blank is going to call you.
By the way, the Superintendent Johnson reference there is the gentleman, the police officer in that video.
Oh, interesting.
That we watched, yeah.
So then she responds, "Thank you. Oh my God, this would be a huge victory. I make no guarantees, but I'm trying. I understand. I appreciate the efforts. Hey, hope all is well. I wanted to check in with you about what's happening here when you have a moment. Okay, are you available to chat now? Yes. Okay, calling now." So clearly, the person who is in charge of prosecuting Jussie is
She has some sympathies.
Is in her own words, let's see. I make no guarantees, but I'm trying. In response to, this would be a huge victory. Trying to undermine her own case. I mean, that is so shady. Hello? Why are we trying to exonerate? Why are we trying to let go this guy who committed the most heinous crime? So awful. But then this takes a hilarious twist. Hila, you're going to love this. Jussie's lawyers go on an interview on the Today Show. She maintains his innocence and claims, wait for it, what does she claim?
Eyes that he saw the skin surrounding their eyes. Was that a false statement?
So just to be clear, he only saw one of the attackers. One of them he didn't see. He saw one through a ski mask. Again, he could not see their body. Everything was covered, and he had a full ski mask on except the area around the eyes. He did tell police that from what he saw, he thought it was pale skin or white or pale skin, was I think what he said. And that was and that's why he initially did have a hard time.
Why did he say that? He could have said, I don't know.
Right here.
He could have, but this, again, he's
But
being
if it's the
truthful.
Osendairo brothers, what are the chances that that's the case, that he saw somebody with light skin?
Well, I mean, I think there's, obviously you can disguise that. You could put makeup on. There is actually, interestingly enough, a video. I think police did minimal investigation in this case. It took me all of 5 minutes to Google. I was looking up the brothers, and one of the first videos that showed up actually was one of the brothers in whiteface doing a Joker monologue
So there you
with
have
white
it.
makeup on.
What?
The attackers were two black guys that he knew, and she's saying, well, they may have been in whiteface.
What?
So that's how they're defending him now. And interestingly, there was actually now rumored to be a third attacker. This is the picture they. Oh fuck! I ruined the joke.
Well, that's the attacker in whiteface.
Yeah, that's
that they're talking about.
Yeah, but here.
Because that doesn't.
And interestingly,
look white.
Hila, there was rumored to be a third attacker.
Oh my God!
Whiteface man.
Are you kidding
No,
me?
that guy looks
Ethan.
white.
That's not me. That's whiteface
Ethan.
man.
She's seriously saying that the guy.
So let me pull this up now. She found this photo of him on social media and said, "Oh, well, dude, he's in whiteface."
That if you saw
His
that
eyes are-
up close.
Oh yeah, it would be so not,
Clearly a white man.
I mean, this story reeks, man. It's so corrupt. It's fair. I've almost never in my life in America experienced corruption like on
Getting
this
bad, man.
under this spotlight, under this level of scrutiny, and just shown up. He had a smile on his face when we went to court. I am good. Thank you, everyone, for believing me. I'm innocent. I just want to move on with my career.
Also, it's all so confusing. The statement that they released doesn't say that he's innocent. So
No.
why are you walking around saying you're innocent?
Well, I hate to say it, but it's kind of like it's the war on truth. I mean, Trump does the same thing. The DA's statement said it does not exonerate Trump, but we did not have the evidence to bring charges. Or they says we did not find evidence of collusion, but we could not exonerate him on obstruction of justice.
Mhm.
And now he goes around saying I'm totally and
I know.
fully exonerated.
Yeah.
It's like you can say, there's no truth anymore.
It's all spin. Well, I think it's interesting too with the Smollett thing. I look around on Twitter and stuff, and on his social media, he's got a ton of support, and people.
Yeah, that surprised me.
Well, it did it to me at first too, but you got to realize, not from Chicago, I don't know a ton about it, but Chicago is like legendarily corrupt. And Chicago PD, specifically, the police are worse than LAPD. Have a reputation for being corrupt, and I'm not saying that he didn't do it. It seems pretty obvious that he did, but that's the problem when there's no accountability. In the same way that he's crying wolf with this hate crime shit, when the police are not accountable to anything, nobody believes them when they are telling the truth. You know what I mean? And
if
everybody
we're
just sticks to their guns.
Are we talking about on a national scale he has support?
I don't. I mean, I think so. I mean, it's a national story.
That surprised me because he really undermined
I
black.
I think
see
most
both.
people.
I see both reactions.
But yeah, for sure, if you go on social media, you go to his Twitter, you got tons of fans saying, "Fuck the police."
Man, I hope
they're trying to frame you. They're trying to set you up. All that kind of stuff. So
I don't know what the mayor has to gain by going out there, who's like an Obama staffer.
Oh, for sure. No, again, I think he did it.
Well,
I mean,
again,
it's
even his
pretty
own,
obvious.
even the DA that dropped the charges says, I want to make clear it does not exonerate him. Well, she basically says he's guilty. She says, in exchange for his community service and his $10,000, if he wasn't guilty, why would they keep his $10,000? They're basically what she's saying is, we're letting him off easy.
Yeah.
Community service and $10,000. That's your punishment for the crime. Yeah, the guy did it. So that was a whole story. That was like a whole freaking.
Crazy.
I was blown away when I saw that on the news. Man, that guy. Well, let's see. how this helps his career, which is his original intention.
I like how in his first statement, he's like, the first thing I like to do is go back to work. It's like,
no.
wouldn't you?
Good luck.
I saw him say that in a couple of different statements. He's clearly very like, you had it all, dude. You're a young man. You had a great gig. You were making millions of dollars. You had to take a frickin' shortcut. You got off easy, man. You want to go back to work. You should go in a hole and just fucking disappear. Crazy. You should be in jail, dude.
Well, I wonder. I mean, is anybody going to want to touch this guy now?
No way.
The lightning rod, yeah.
Dude, no way. I think I would boycott if I saw him in a movie. I personally wouldn't want to support him.
I can't imagine that he would be in a movie.
I don't think anyone's going to cast his ass. Yeah. This is an awful thing to do. Barbra Streisand, Shaq Papa, Instagram food. We got a lot left. Keep going.
It's 12:30.
We have somewhere to be at, well, we still have time. We're meeting my brother at 2. So we can go for another half hour.
Mm-hmm.
So let's continue on this beautiful, lovely Friday. Barbra Streisand's she's a weird one, you guys. Barbra Streisand, I don't know if you know who she is. She's an old-time singer. Very popular in her time. Very wealthy.
Most people know.
I was about to say that too, Hila, but I don't know. Do young people really know who Barbra
I'm not
Streisand
very
is?
familiar with Barbra Streisand. What's a famous song of hers? Name one.
You got me. She was an actress. She was in a bunch of movies. Pretty something. Pretty.
Well, she's most
the
famous.
original Star is Born. That's right.
She's most famous to me for cloning her dogs.
There you go.
One of her dogs passed of old age, and she cloned them, and she's just got a whole gaggle of cloned dogs. Which, I mean, if you want to know how out of touch a person can possibly be with normal life, then feast your eyes on Barbra Streisand with 3 cloned dogs and a face that really is stopping to look human. She's got so much plastic surgery. She's got that inhuman look.
I mean, obviously that's probably Photoshop, but
she's
like 75.
No, but it's
years
puffy.
old or something?
She's got that puffy
for
plastic
sure.
surgery face.
Yep.
Right, Hila?
She does, but she can't say she's not looking good for the age.
Well, sure. I mean, but Barbara.
She's 76.
Let me find an
That's-
unphotoshopped.
wow.
Oh, she's probably injecting fucking crazy baby foreskin. Good.
Funny Girl was the movie I was trying to think of. Famous movie she was in.
And she has so much plastic surgery. Her lips start to do this thing where it like wraps under her teeth or something.
But hey, 76.
Yeah, but it doesn't make you younger. People know that, right? It doesn't actually make you younger. You're still old. It's like, who are you kidding? Actually, it doesn't look that bad here. The plastic surgery. Anyway, that's beside the point. Look at those clone dogs, man. They're probably dumb as dirt when you clone a dog.
Dumb as her.
I feel like their IQ must lower when you clone it.
Oh, they look cute to me.
Would you clone Shredder?
I'll take one of those. I'll take a Shredder clone.
It's not going to be anything like him, right?
You can't.
Just a Yorkie. Just get another Yorkie.
No, you can't be. And it's also like it's a desecration of the memory of the real individual,
Yeah.
the real Shredder. He was.
There's only one
There's only
Shredder.
one. Exactly. Then you fall in love with you can create a new relationship with a new animal once you're over that loss. I wouldn't clone Shredder because there's only one. He is Shredder. Yeah, I mean the same. You could say the same for any human being.
Yeah.
I'll take a Shredder clone and call him Splinter.
Don't
He can be
ever-
arch nemesis.
You will never get a Shredder clone. Yeah, they do look cute, though. I'm with you there. She said of the Michael Jackson allegations, this was the best take I've ever heard on this. She said, like, you couldn't specifically choose to say something worse than this. She says she believes them. Okay, so that's where she starts. I absolutely believe them, and it's too painful.
Okay.
She said of Wade Robinson and James Safechuck.
Good so far.
Then she goes on, she says, but of Michael Jackson, his sexual needs were his sexual needs, coming from whatever childhood he has or whatever DNA he has. Then she went on.
What?
she goes on. You can say molested, but those children, as you heard them say themselves, they grew up and they had kids and they thrived and they were thrilled to be there with Michael. They both married and both had children, so it didn't kill them. Damn, that's fucking a crazy ass take.
Wait, you know who it did kill? Their father.
Right? Both of the, that's, wow, you're right. That's such a weird take, dude. Oh my God. She said they were thrilled to be there.
I cannot believe that she said that.
They both
I
were
just don't
married
know why
and had
would you say
children,
that.
so it didn't kill them. And Michael just had to do what he had to do because he wanted to fuck kids. What?
You're
what?
right. You can't make a worse take than that. It's like, it happened and it's cool and I'm okay with it.
If you went in a lab and tried to take, imagine the worst take, I think that would be it.
And she's like, if I have to blame anyone, I'll blame the parent. But not
Michael.
Not the one who committed the crime.
That makes me wonder, what is she doing in her life? Because
Yeah.
she's like, hey, his taste is his taste. And they were thrilled to be there. Like,
When this initially got reported, I didn't even catch it until you just said it. That with Michael, it's like it might just be in his DNA. Like what?
Makes it sound like she knows someone who
Like people
fucks kids and she's
Right,
down with
she's
it.
sympathizing with
It's genetic that you're a child molester. Like,
well, okay,
what?
on that point, I understand because obviously nobody would choose to be attracted to children.
like it's a sickness.
Yeah, nobody would choose to be attracted to children.
I guess maybe.
And so,
Just poor choice of words, I guess.
well, yeah, no, very poor. I mean, I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt here. But she's saying his sexual needs are his sexual needs. She's almost saying, look, he's got to fuck kids, so that's what he's going to do.
But that last sentence that, look, it didn't kill them.
They were thrilled even to be there.
Yikes.
How could you watch the documentary and come to that conclusion?
Seriously.
Because she, on one hand, admits, oh, I believe them.
Yeah.
And she knew
And
Michael
then-
Jackson, right?
Yes.
And then afterwards, she posted an apology, of course.
I didn't want to read it.
No, but I'm not going to read it, but the last
Oh, here
part
it
of it, she says, whatever, I'm sorry, chose the wrong words, whatever.
Profoundly sorry for any pain or misunderstanding, yada, yada, yada.
But at the end, she says, I feel deep remorse and I hope that James and Wade know that I truly respect and admire them for speaking their truth. Why can't I say it?
Yeah, whose truth? Their truth. She's like, listen, it's your truth. You know, I know you were
Like-
thrilled to be there at the time.
Doesn't it almost make it like
She's doubting them.
it's like your story?
Yeah, it's your story, your truth. Man, that's a fucking crazy take. Barbra Streisand's a weirdo. She, you know, you guys have probably heard the saying, the Streisand Effect. That started from Barbra Streisand. This is an interesting story. The term alluded to Barbra Streisand, who had sued photographer Kenneth Alderman for violation of her privacy. She was suing for $50 million and endeavored to remove an aerial photograph of Streisand's mansion from the publicly available collection of 12,000 California coastline photographs. Edelman's photographed the beachfront property. Let me pull up the picture, actually. That'll be an even perfect setting.
Oh, she's going to sue us.
Nope. I didn't take the photo.
She lost.
Yeah, she lost. Big time. Photo. Santa Barbara. I'm so bad at spelling. This is like a joke. I'm so glad you guys can't see my monitor. Oh, here it is. This is the photo.
Okay.
Big ass mansion on the
How
coastline
dare
of Santa
he.
Barbara. So, I'll continue. It was publicly available from a collection of 12,000 photos of California coastal photographs. So it wasn't even a photograph of her house. It was just a coastline in which her house happened to be there. Alderman photographed the beachfront property to document coastal erosion as part of the California Coastal Records Project, which was intended to influence government policymakers. Before Streisand filed her lawsuit, image 3850, which had her house in it, had been downloaded from Edelman's website only 6 times. 2 of those were downloaded by Streisand's attorneys. As a result of the case, public knowledge of the picture increased greatly, and it was downloaded more than 420,000 times. Then the lawsuit was dismissed and Streisand was ordered to pay the legal fees, which amounted to $150,000. That means that she lost so egregiously that her lawsuit, the judge found to be so egregious that she ordered her to pay the other dude's legal expenses. Dude had to pay $150,000 to defend himself, and that was back goddamn long-ass time ago. This shit is so expensive. So here's the picture. Nice house. And now here it is on my. And now here it is, going to be seen by 1 million people. Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? So that's the Streisand Effect. I think it's something interesting. The Streisand Effect, if you don't know, is when you try to remove something from the internet, that it makes it more visible.
Mm-hmm.
Papa John. Okay, so we talked about this in our new video. Shaq becomes the new Papa. This was a weird one because we, in our last episode, had this segment about how Shaq, we notice, is in every single commercial. And after that segment, Papa John announces that Shaq's the new Papa. I mean, what the hell?
Bending reality here on the H3 podcast.
He really is in everything. We talked about this in our new video with his freakish hands. His hands are freakish. I mean, dude, look how small. Like,
is that really a full-size basketball?
It's gotta be, right?
I think, yeah, I think his hands are that big. I mean, this is equivalent, basically, in size to me holding this glass.
Yeah.
Look how huge his nails are.
That is just crazy.
His finger's bigger than my dick.
Is this photoshopped?
It's Papa John's. It's the Papa John. Here, let's get to the bottom of this. Shaq holds a basketball. Look.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn. That's so crazy.
No,
I mean, he's
pretty accurate.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. These pictures are weird. Yeah, that looks tiny. Bro, those are big.
Yeah.
Damn. I can't get over that.
You see that ring that he's wearing?
Oh, it's probably it's so.
That's gotta
I think it's
be
an NBA ring.
For someone normal.
It's like a house. What the fuck? That would be like a bracelet. Yeah. Looks like a birdhouse. Wonder if there's birds in there. Papa John. So Shaq wrote a little letter, a little love note for Papa John that I love. This is at stories.papajohns.com/Shaquille's story. They're like, you know what we need after this whole N-word fiasco? A black dude. Pretty much, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I am so excited. How do you do the Shaquille O'Neal? I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be joining. That's not a good one. His voice is super deep.
It's very unique.
I'm so excited to be joining the Papa John's family. Not good, huh? As a member of the board of directors, you don't do shit on that board. They paid him $8 million to be the face. Pretty good deal. I would expect more. Shaq is worth, I looked up, he's worth over $400 million. Dude, Shaq needs to take a vacation. He's in these General commercials. How much does a General pay him? It's got to be a drop in the bucket. $400 million? Take a vacation, dude. Such a hustler. You know? I think Shaq is just a hustler.
He is.
You know?
I think he wants to teach his kids.
Penny saved is a penny earned.
Yeah. So hard
A
work.
pizza baked is a pizza eaten. I want a pizza tonight.
Gotta work hard.
It's Friday. Can we eat pizza tonight?
I'll think about
Listen
it.
to the music. Welcome to Papa's house. I am so excited to be joining the Papa John's family as a member of the board of directors and soon to be investor. He's not even invested yet. He's like, listen, I'll invest once you fucking pay me the $8 million. Not putting my own money in that shit. You see the stock on this? You see the stock on this company? I'm not investing in shit. For 20 years in the NBA, my basketball family were the biggest part of my life. However, shortly after I retired, I decided to commit the same level of hard work and passion into other things, namely pizza. No, he said, including businesses, what brings me here. One of the key components of my success is only investing in companies and products that I believe in. I'm a big fan of Papa John's. So he was a fan of what Papa John built. He's saying, I am a fan of Papa John.
John or John's?
Is
it plural?
It's both.
It's plural.
It's plural.
See, so that's the pizza.
He is the pizza.
Well, now he is.
The man is the pizza. Not
Papa
you're
John.
saying.
Schnatter.
Yes. I love that they are committed to making pizza with high-quality ingredients. See, Papa's reading this and crying. Because he is that. He did that. He's crying and he's got a pizza in with one hand, wiping the tears away. He's got the last box with his face on it.
He's got this music on loop.
I did that. I made the better ingredients better, Papa. Listen to this Judas line. Something I get to see firsthand when I met CEO Steve Ritchie and made my own pizza called the Shackaroni earlier this year. Sorry, CEO Stevie hasn't been CEO that long. He doesn't know shit about high quality ingredients. You think you can put Stevie's face on that box?
Are they gonna put Shaq's face now?
Yes. Shaq is gonna be on the face of every pizza box of the Papa John ships out.
They're having such a crisis.
I'm telling you, if they would have just left Papa, they would have been over this and the stock would have been back up
Yeah.
to where it was. But they
'Cause
made
now
all this hubbub.
Like the name's gonna be Papa John's, but you see Shaquille.
$8 million. You can keep it going. I like it. Beyond the taste, Steve was able to help me understand what truly makes Papa John's family so special. Namely, that Papa's not here.
$8 million.
Yeah, a check for $8 million. And Papa is not here. That dude hates black people. Great people, fresh ingredients, and the vision for the brand going forward. Steve sounds like a player preparing for a big game. His passion for the company and its people is authentic as the pepperoni slices on my Shaquille, what do you call it?
Shackaroni. Shackaroni. I wonder what's on a shackaroni.
You know that's
I'm gonna look up
sell.
what a shackaroni.
Probably disgusting.
Shackaroni.
It's probably a pizza with like so many pepperonis you want to gag when you see it. By the way, Shaq a large is probably like one slice for him. Because of my background, I know that because every large community, there are thousands of people that put their hearts and souls into baking these pizza pies. Like the delivery driver that got a big tip from Papa. Rest in peace. Papa John is no different, and it struck a chord with me. Hey, come on. This guy doesn't give a shit about Papa John's.
No, can you open it again?
Sure.
Apparently a Shackaroni pizza is just a pepperoni and cheese.
Have a look at the logo
That's a
on the
pepperoni pizza.
website.
Oh yeah, I found this disturbing. You see what they're trying to do here, you guys? You see this?
Wait, why did it stop? Oh, there.
Oh, all of a sudden everybody's the Papa. Papa John's? No.
They're trying to drill it into our consciousness that the name's going to change.
They're really weird names too. Okay, John's I can get down with. Alucards, Namadids, Kiristins, what the hell? Dougie I can get down with. Papa Dougie.
Papa Dougie.
Natadeems? Like what are these names?
Papa Daniels?
No, Daniel's not Papa.
No,
I don't know who Daniel is, but I'm not down with Papa Daniels.
Brant's, that's already like there's Brant's Deli.
Yeah.
Can't.
True.
But
can't
what
do
I think
Brant.
what they're trying to say is that everybody's the Papa.
They're totally. Yeah.
They're trying, because Papa John's, they're trying to even take
They're
his name
trying
out.
to get you used to a change coming.
The name. They're even dropping the name. Papa. What did I do to deserve this disrespect? The fresh ingredients, the pie, everything that you stand for, I built it with my own hands.
Where's Bo? I want to see Papa Bo's.
Bo is too short. They need names with more letters to complete the logo.
Bo's in the house.
What did I do? You talk about the fresh ingredients. You talk about the family. How can you have family without a papa? And so, Shaq, my successor, I say to this. You broke my heart. You broke my heart.
Where's all the female names? What
You
about
can't be a papa if you're female.
Whoa.
Papa Maria?
No.
Yeah.
No, you're a woman. A matriarch cannot be the head of Papa's house. It's simply.
We gotta see
We need a back.
Mama John.
Yeah, Mama John. Mama John's. All right. Enough gender bending. All right, and finally, I've got. You know that I've been obsessed with bad Instagram food. I've been collecting data. I've been gathering data for you guys' pleasure and enjoyment. This video, I've got actually quite a few. This one shocked and appalled me. It's actually got 600,000 views. People are into this. Now, I am absolutely appalled. This is a abomination against life. Somebody who, I'm a steak man. I take pride in my steaks. I cook them. I'm kind of an expert. Right,
You are.
Mila?
No,
I'm a steaksman. Now watch this abomination against life. First of all, how much butter is that, you sick fuck?
Like
It just boils.
The mic makes noise when you touch it.
The dude boiled a steak in butter. Now, I was like, okay, well, what is he gonna grill it now? Is he gonna put it on the grill and finish it off?
That is so much
That's
butter.
it.
Wait, that's it?
That's it.
Ew.
Ready to serve.
Ew.
Oh my god.
It looks white.
Looks like brain tissue.
Yeah.
He goes, experimental grilling, ribeye, steak, and butter. Thoughts? My thoughts are, close it up.
It looks awful.
There's no
What
way
is
that
this?
tastes good.
That looks like uncooked chicken or something.
Visually, it's horrific. And there's so much butter, dude. I can't get over it. The
some
music,
dog-
I gotta turn this music off.
Some dog food looks better than that.
That's a good point, Zach. Now, I wonder if it tastes good, though. But even if it tastes amazing, I still...
You eat with your eyes, too.
Oh, my God.
It's got to look good.
Elo, listen to you. That's true. I wonder if he grilled it, if it wouldn't be good. This cracked me up. 600,000 views. This is the Turkish chefs that I can't get enough of. So here he's preparing a bite of, I guess, a mussel. Watch how much lemon he puts on this. Whoa, dude. That's way too much lemon. He squeezed an entire lemon on it.
Juice out of a single lemon.
That's got to taste so bad. He can't even muster a smile. He squeezed so much lemon juice on it.
You can see it on his face.
I'm sure it just tasted like pure lemon juice. Yeah. I want to watch that again. He's like a little lemon. Dude, that's like a freaking whole glass of lemon juice. That is nasty,
Why
bro.
is this lemon so juicy?
Yeah, in Turkey, they got crazy juicy lemons, apparently. Man, that guy, that was not a hearty thumbs up. Here we go to the lamb god. He's a personal favorite of mine. He's making some meat hearts.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, this is the lamb god.
Classic.
Yeah, this guy's a total legend.
Do we have a name for him?
He's the meat. He's the lamb god. CZN is the name of his restaurant. I don't know. Love the no look. He slices and he doesn't look. It's like a hard flex. And then he throws shit like pretty aggressively. I like that. He's got some meat patties. A symbol for
In the shape of a
a
heart.
symbol for the kind of disease you're gonna get if you eat it.
That's gonna be your heart, you mean?
He's actually a really talented chef. He does some cool shit.
Got more chops than Salt Bay, that's for sure.
Oh my god, Salt Bay is a fucking... Look at those. Little dough, little bean heart. I'm into it, actually.
Look at the tags. Steak porn.
Steak porn? I don't like this constant labeling things porn.
Food porn.
For me, I don't like it. Porn is porn. Steak porn is someone putting their dick in a steak. That's it. Tasty food. I don't like porn. You know? But I don't know if you knew that the sheep god is super famous in Turkey. Like, here, I saw this video, kind of puts it in context for you. He's cooking for like the prime minister. Tons of famous people come to his restaurant. I mean, take a look at this guy. It's like Michael Jackson here.
Wow.
Being torn over. Yeah. The women are going crazy.
Wow, what the hell?
Yeah. He's huge. 5 days ago, too. It's a new vid. The women are going crazy for him, man.
You know, I actually remember a long time ago when we watched one of this guy's videos, a fan of ours emailed me who lives in Turkey and tried to explain that he's kind of a joke chef, though. Like, they compared him to Guy Fieri. He's like the Guy Fieri.
Well, because he's very much about the theatrics.
Right.
Yeah.
But I would eat
and he's
at
kind
Guy
of a cornball.
Fieri's house.
He's a cornball.
Yeah, he's a cornball. That's true. That's a good point. And Salt Bay is the...
I don't know what Salt Bay is. He stands apart.
He's his own beast.
Yeah.
And finally, just to send you guys off for a beautiful, peaceful, idyllic weekend, I've got Young Thug learns that dogs have periods. This cracked me up.
She's on her period. She started her period.
Period. His mind just got blown. He's looking around for
a dog. What are you trying? It's a dog. Crazy?
You crazy? He's mind blown. I love it.
She's on her period.
So he's like traumatized by that. Period. So gentle. He's looking around like y'all heard this.
It's a dog. Crazy.
Yeah, I love it. Love it. It's fantastic.
That's great.
Well, there you have it, guys. Top of the goddamn week or whatever the hell this is. Fantastic. We've done it all. We've said it all. There it is. Next week, we have Mr. Beast in an episode we pre-recorded.
While he was here.
He was here recently last week. We're just going to upload it on Friday. It won't be so we won't have a live show, but the episode will be going up at the usual time being uploaded. Fun episode. Great guy. Really interesting dude.
And the slow-mo guys, we ended up not working the schedule.
Oh, that was supposed to be today, but there were scheduling issues. That happens.
Yeah.
And then the following week we have Emma Chamberlain, right?
No, Gus Johnson.
Gus Johnson. That's great. That's terrific. I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
We got people coming.
Funny ass dude.
Yeah, really sweet, funny guy.
So don't forget to turn up.
Stay litty.
Get extra.
Yeet. Extra. Yeet. Dan, how are you doing? How you been? Tell me about yourself.
I'm good. I've been good. It's been a crazy week with all these stories.
Mm-hmm.
I've been tracking them closely, and I said in the tweet, it's like it feels like a whole lifetime happened this week.
Yeah, it's true. And then there was the no collusion, which I didn't talk about it because I don't want to get too deep into all that. That was exhausting too.
Yep, for sure.
I mean, all this stuff is just.
And there's the whole Michael Avenatti that we
the Avenatti thing. I mean, this
about.
guy. Oh my God! What a fucking psycho, man.
I feel vindicated. I was saying that guy was a scumbag from the beginning. So
I need to stop listening to the news, man. Like just altogether, because you get so invested in these stories, and then almost always they amount to nothing. And you're like, why is that these always amount to nothing? I mean, it's truly the media is just hyping all this shit up for ratings.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
And you get invested, you know.
Becomes a soap drop, like a soap opera, you know.
And then
people.
So I don't know. Yeah. This news cycle has been very exhausting for me. Ian. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm doing good.
Feeling good? How's Kanye doing? How's Kanye been?
He's chilling. I'm waiting for him to come back. I miss him so much.
What do you mean come back? He's off the radar?
To the news?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I want to get I want that album. I'm waiting.
Oh, the album. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, good. And Zach, everything's good for you? Everything's good in your world?
Doing well. I'm on spring break right now. So.
Woo!
Going down to Cancun or anything?
No.
He's here.
Yeah. I like to work.
You like to work?
I do.
It's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
R. Kelly gets to work and have people touch his cock.
That's a gig. That's a gig right there.
All right. Well, lots of excitement in the back room today.
Big energy.
I think everyone's ready to go.
Big party.
I'm ready to go play that Sekiro.
Oh yeah.
Weekend.
Have you played it yet, Dan? At all?
Just a couple hours. It's hard as fuck.
I can't. I love those games, but I feel like it will cause me stress. It will stress me out.
Dude, I've played all the Dark Souls games and Bloodborne, beat them all. Thought I was like good at those games at this point, and this shit has snapped me back to reality, just destroying me.
I see people debating if it's the easiest or the hardest.
I think they designed it to kind of fuck with you if you're used to all of their other games. Like they intentionally, like all the timing is like exactly, you know, when you would dodge in one of those other games is when you'll get fucked up. The whole game is like trolling me.
Sarah's in big trouble. She's obsessed with that shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been talking to her. She's also getting her ass kicked. I mean, everybody I've talked to is playing. It's hard.
I've thought about picking it up, but I think I swear to God, these games stress me out. Like Dark Souls, it upsets me.
It's one of my favorite of all time, honestly.
You must
rank it way up there.
I try to play Tetris and it stresses me.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that might be a sign that we.
Are you still doing the Tetris Royale, Hila?
Yeah.
You down with that?
I am.
Did you get first place?
No.
Did you? Oh.
I made it to 6th place, to 2nd place.
Second's good.
That's really good.
But I can't get better. Like, what about that first place, you know?
I think you just got to play a lot.
You'll get there.
It's a numbers
Yeah.
game. All right, guys. Well, whatever you're doing this weekend, I hope you're having fun and taking it easy and relaxing. Don't take everything in the news too dang seriously because it's all just a bunch of beef, flipping frick-frack, and heck, stir you up, glue you to the fucking tube. So entertain yourself, take it easy, relax. Chances are if something's bothering you, you're not going to be able to fix it anyway. I mean, truthfully. So just let it go, you know? Take it easy, man. Enjoy the little time we have here on this earth because when you die, nothing happens. That's my opinion.
Just leave,
hopefully
leave everybody
I'm
with that light note.
I mean, hopefully I'm wrong. I'd love to be wrong. But one thing's for certain. You can turn on an Xbox and play some video games and have a good-ass time. So you should. Because it's the weekend.
There you go.
So we'll see you guys next week. And we have a new video that we're working hard on that's coming out soon that I'm very excited about. I hope that it turns out good.
Me too.
And wish you all the best. We love you. We appreciate you. Oh, yeah, go to h3shop.com, h3shop.com, and please buy everything. We're just getting rid of it.
Clear it out.
It's free, basically. It is free. All right. Guys, thanks, y'all, and have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.